Okay guys, so I know I've been gone for a while, I haven't uploaded anything, but I am looking forward to making this year very fun. If you'd like to see how to achieve this citrus smoky eye, please keep on watching. The first thing I do is go in with my Anastasia contour kits, and I know these are meant for your face, but I have been using them and loving them really as transition shades. So I'm just taking the bottom middle color using my M441 and just blending that into my crease for my transition color. Then I'm taking the darker shade, which I usually use on my cheekbones just to add a little bit more depth. I do have other palettes, this just so happens to be laying in front of me, and like I said, I've been using them a lot for my transition colors. Now we're going to go in with the Kat Von D Serpentina Palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade Inked. I'm going to start to build my drama in my crease. This is also a Morphe blending brush, does not have a number, and then this is the M501, I believe. Pick up the red shade in the palette just to start adding some plum shades, and then mixing it in. And this is, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. blending brush. If you guys haven't picked any e.l.f. brushes up, you're missing out. They're pretty dope, and the most expensive one that I bought so far is the contour brush, and it's like $8. So it's really cheap compared to a lot of other brushes. What I'm going to be doing next is getting ready to create that half cut crease. I'm going to be using the Anastasia concealer. I recently just picked this up during Black Friday, and I've really been loving it for carving out my brows and creating cut creases. It goes on really smooth and it dries, but it doesn't flake. And just creating the crease again using an e.l.f. brush. I believe this one's the e.l.f. flat concealer brush. Really love that one for cutting my crease. Okay, now we're going to pick up Holograph and start to pack that onto the lid wherever you put your concealer. I'm using just a flat brush that came in one of the Morphe. Okay, now we're going to be picking up the gold pigment from the Serpentina Palette. Again, just using a flat brush. I'm going to pack that on the inner corner of my eye. It's going to act as a blender for the center shade as well as an inner corner highlight. I'm getting started on complexion. I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I've only been using this for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, but so far I love it. And now we're going to set the under eye area using the Coty AirSpun powder. This is by far the best powder that I've used so far, and it's only like $6. You can buy it at like Walgreens, Walmart. It's better than the Makeup Forever powder. That one would get kind of creasy on me in the center, but you cannot beat the value of this. I've had it for so long and it's lasted me a while. Taking the inked shade once again on that e.l.f. blending brush and just dragging it down my lower lash line. And then that same flat brush using the orange shade from the palette. Just dusting off any excess eyeshadow that we've had. I'm going to be using the Colourpop Ultra Gel Liner. I think this is in the color Swerve. Just going to darken my waterline. These eyeliners are actually really dope. They are like $6 and they last all day. Okay, and then for the wing, I'm going to be taking the NYX Vivid Bright in the color Halo. And keep in mind, I mean, you don't have to go as dramatic with the wing as I did, but I'm extra, so that ended up being a lot longer than I intended. I'm gonna take some Benefit Roller Lash for my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to be prepping my top lashes. These are Mandy Lashes in the style Bombshell. I just recently picked them up. The owner reached out to me and asked if I'd like to try them, and I really love them. They're very comfortable and super dramatic, which I love. They just flare out really nicely. If you wear these by themselves, they also look really nice. They complement like a simple eye, so where if you're just gonna do like a lash, brow, and lipstick day, these are really nice. They open up your eye. All I did was take some L'Oreal Carbon Black mascara to blend my real lashes in with the falsies. Moving on to face, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and my Maybelline Age Rewind Foundation. I haven't really been using foundation lately. This is a really light foundation that helps even out any redness that I have in my face. So I'm going to be taking that Fit Me and just spot concealing any redness. Blend it out with my beauty blender. And once again picking up that AirSpun powder and setting my whole face. Now back into that contour kit, I'm going to take a Morphe blending brush to carve out my cheekbones. I really like the powder formula. It doesn't look too dramatic, but you can also build it up to where it can look dramatic. I'm going to go into my Nikki Tutorials Power Makeup Palette and take the I Will Always Love You shade for my blush. Now I'm going to highlight using my Colourpop Super Shocked Cheek in Stole the Show using the Morphe M501. It's a really pretty gold highlight. I usually like to mix this with another gold like the Mary Luminizer or sometimes Champagne Pop. And once you're all glazed up like a donut, go ahead and blend in your contour. And then I hit my tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, and Cupid's bow with that same highlight shade. And go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Color. This is in the shade Copenhagen. I really like this really dark plum shade, and I was just going to leave it like this, but I thought the eyes were pretty dramatic, so I thought I'd bring that theme along into my lips. So I just use this as a base color since it's pretty dark and vampy, just like the eye. And then I decided to go ahead and do some of my black loose glitter on top. But of course you can use any lip color you'd like with this look. What I'm doing now is just using some of my Duo lash glue to help adhere the glitter. Another Morphe flat eyelid brush just to stamp on the glitter. I was really being a perfectionist with those outer corners of my lips. Here I am just using some of that Anastasia concealer to clean up the edges of my lips.
I know the reason she's so far away.
We are just about done. And I'm going to pop some of that highlighter just on my brow bone, make them shiny, and we're done. That is it, guys. If you have any specific looks you would like to request, please let me know. I'm always down. And here we go. You should look like a shiny vampire. Thanks, guys.